Yo, what the fuck up, Crazy Nation? It's your boy SB, repping that crazy. You know what it is? I'm back again with the homie.
Chronics, what's good?
We're back with another episode of Crazy Sports. Ooh, obviously, we're talking about the Prem. Let's get this shit started. Let's get it. Ooh.
Let's do it.
First game is what? City and
Two games at 9:30.
United
Chelsea
and Villa,
City.
right?
And yeah, United
I
and
don't
Villa.
get why they're on the same day. Like, the same time. I don't understand that.
Oh, it's a first,
like,
but it hasn't happened in a while.
Man U fans are pissed because they actually wanted to watch City versus Chelsea and they can't because they've got to go to. Where's Villa? Is that London?
I think actually I'm not too sure, to be honest.
Like, what part of England is that club based in? Because I know
Let's have a look.
Palace is a London club, right?
It's based in near Birmingham. But if you want me to freaking do start off with the first prediction, I reckon Chelsea wins narrow. It's gonna be a 1-0 narrow win.
I hate it because I think the same. I think Tuchel's got our number. I've looked at the stats of like City against Chelsea and they're really bad.
The stats don't lie.
Like we've won one game out of 4 games against Chelsea.
Yeah, I think we've scored four goals and we had 2 clean sheets.
We've only scored 1 or something like that.
Yeah,
like
we can see
if we beat you, I assume we scored once.
Yeah, you got to remember it's that one where Aguero panacked.
Who scored the goal?
Sterling scored that goal because Aguero mistouched. He looked like he stuffed up that shot, but luckily Sterling was
I'm curious to see how the game goes. Like, this is going to be the first time Lukaku's going to actually be marked. Not really, because he's going to be marked by Ake. I'm worried Werner's playing. If Werner's playing, City will get pumped. Because Werner tears City apart every time because of his pace.
From what I heard, but I'm hoping it's not true. From the cup game where he started, it looks like he might have taken a knock.
Who, Werner?
Yeah.
You still got Havertz though. Havertz would be a great replacement.
But
and I assume Reece James will be playing.
Like we've talked about him, fucking Havertz. Yeah, he's good at sometimes his hold up play, but he doesn't do what Werner does.
Oh, no one does what Werner does, though. Like, no one in the league does what Werner does. Werner's probably the best at creating space. He can drag. He's so good that like Lukaku's goal the other day, he drags the defender out. Werner's so good that he brings defenders to him.
Yeah.
Which not many teams have that. Like, if Fernan Torres was more of a goal threat, he would have that impact. Even Firmino has that impact because you can't leave him open. You can't let him roam around the pitch. Because if he does, he can expose you so good. That's why he's such a good player. And that's the same as Werner. Werner doesn't need to score. You don't need him for scoring. That's why they used to play him and Poulsen together. Because and if you think about it, Poulsen's pretty similar to fucking Lukaku. But a bit bigger. Obviously, Lukaku's way bigger. And probably quicker than him. So I reckon he'll end up working it out somehow. Sooner than later, he's going to have to try them two together. But if you say he's carrying an injury, then he's carrying an injury. But I don't think that's going to make that much of a difference against City. Like, it all depends on which City is coming out. Because the thing is, Alonso will be marking Cancelo or Walker. Alonso can't be slacking coming back when he pushes up. Because Cancelo or Walker, they're both just as deadly. The only problem with Walker is he can't cross. But Cancelo, if it's Cancelo instead of Walker, but I highly doubt that.
I reckon the way
It'll
it's
be
looking, it's going to
Walker,
be
Cancelo,
Cancelo against Reece James.
which
Or
that's even
Aspie.
and that's even interesting
Yeah.
because Aspie can't push up. Then my problem with City is the midfield. Not midfield; it's more finishing, but as well, like I don't trust the combination of Ake and Diaz. Because that will be the combination, because Laporte is injured.
Surprised they're not. I'm surprised what's going on with Stones and all
He's
that.
injured.
He's injured too.
I think Stones is injured. I'm pretty sure Stones is injured.
Did he play against?
He hasn't played. He hasn't played
against
for
freaking,
City.
what's that freaking against the Akinfenwa's team? What that I always forget.
Whitcomb.
Yeah.
I don't think he played.
Wycombe Wanderers.
I'm pretty sure Stones has been injured for a while now.
Let me double check this.
If not, he just doesn't play for fucking City.
I want to see who you guys started in the.
I have no idea. I know De Bruyne and that played. So Zinchenko is injured as well.
So he started pretty much.
But Stones is fit apparently, but I don't remember the last time Stone has played for City. It's been a minute.
Far out. You guys pretty much went with a whole youthful backline, except for your attack.
Mm.
You had Lavia in the middle, then pretty much these guys that I've never heard about. Mabete, Tabu, and Burns, never heard of those guys.
Mm.
But yeah, it looks like, I think you're right. He wasn't even on the bench.
He's not injured though, but I don't know what's happened to Stones. Like, I'm trying to remember the last time Stones played. The last time Stones played would have been
Probably last year, the way it's looking.
Community Shield? Didn't he play the Community Shield? Or was that Ake?
Yeah, it was Ake.
Ake and Diaz, eh?
Yeah.
Because like I said, I don't remember the last time I've seen Stones play for City. Because I remember against Arsenal, Laporte played. And I was like, yes, finally, we get to see Laporte and Diaz. Which, ironically, every game they've played together was the 5-0. Like, they're really good. In my opinion, they're the perfect combination.
Oh, but perfect centre-back partnership, yeah, I would agree there too, 100%.
And when we played Spurs, it was Diaz and Ake.
Yeah.
But if Laporte is fit, since apparently he's fit, Laporte will start. I highly doubt Ake plays over Laporte. But as well, we're looking at selling him for some reason, which I don't understand. I would rather keep Laporte over Stones.
Someone like that, if with Chelsea's situation, since the Rudiger's contract is almost going to be up in January, he could be a good replacement to get Laporte.
I don't see Rudiger leaving. Like, what's the point?
His contract demands, since he's been stepping up, I'd honestly give it to him.
What's his contract demand?
200k a week. Because I think he's on 150 right now.
Oh, that's fucking nothing. That's only 50 extra. No, 100 extra, right? Yeah. But
what do you mean about 50 extra?
You said he's
not
on
100 extra. I said he's on 150 now.
And he wants 250.
He wants 200.
No, that's what I said. That's what I said. 50 more. That's what I said at first. I go. He only wants 50. He only wants 50 more. Like, that's not really that much. But as well, what about Christensen? Is he off contract soon?
I think he might be.
Because the players you got to worry about is Christensen, Reece James, Mount, who else? Jorginho. He has to be off contract soon. Or if not, you must have re-signed him recently.
He's
But
close to being off contract from what I heard.
Cover. When's Cover off contract? Cover has to be off contract soon. Like, to me, I reckon you just don't even need to focus on Kante anymore.
Honestly, who I reckon who'd be a good replacement if we had the funds for, I'd go for Kessie
I'd go for
from AC
Ndidi.
Milan.
Ndidi's literally the same fucking player.
So is Kessie from AC.
Kessie's not that good.
He's got the work rate as well.
I don't reckon. Have you watched him play though? Against Liverpool, he was horrible.
Different system, I reckon, could change him.
Do you know what it is? They look good on FIFA, but they're shit in real life. Look at Partey. Partey's the perfect example. He looked amazing at Atletico Madrid. But why? Look at the system he had. He didn't really have to do much.
I've got the contract thing right here, right now.
Mm-hmm.
Christensen, is next year. Next year's out. Rich James is till 2025.
Because he's on like a rookie contract, eh? You know what I mean by that? Like he came from the youth team, so he's like on a youth team contract.
Yeah, I think he might.
So would Mount, right?
He's got 18 mil for 6 years, Reece James. So I think that's like fucking.
Really, that's fuck all. They might extend that soon to keep him.
I reckon they will. But even players like, I'm surprised we've still kept Baba Rahman. We've still kept fucking Bakayoko.
You'll still have Kennedy, even part of that, right? Or did you just finally sell him?
Just from looking at it right now, Kennedy, I don't think he's even here.
That would be good. Well, who you got for the next game? Oh,
next game, maybe Aston Villa, since Aston Villa are at home. Even as well, since freaking even though since freaking Leon Bailey got injured, good little substitute.
Wait, what?
Injury?
How did he get
Bailey got injured in Everton.
Oh my. Did he play?
He came on.
Oh,
he came on.
Okay, yeah.
He came on in like the 60-something minute.
I thought you meant for the other game. Is that who they played in the Carabao?
No. They played us in the Carabao. We won against them in penalties. Kepa again.
Kepa's a beast, dude. I told you Kepa's good. No one believes me. Even Chelsea fans are like, nah, he's not that good. I'm like, he is. I reckon he might be the Bravo for years. That like he might save his events and shit.
I reckon to me, he's probably literally fucking is Caballero as well when he played for you guys.
He's the best number 2 goalkeeper in the comp. Like I don't think there's anyone even. Oh, and Areola. I reckon they're the two
think
best.
This game, Chelsea against City. If Mendy's freaking fit, I reckon he's probably gonna start. They're gonna start Mendy.
But yeah, I got Villa. That strike partnership. That strike partnership. Bro, I've seen young boys.
Actually, no, I'll change it. I reckon they're gonna scrap somehow, draw.
I saw young boys tear him apart. You're telling me fucking Watkins and Danny Ings aren't gonna tear him apart? Scott Armstrong tore him apart on his own. Adam Armstrong, sorry, not Scott Armstrong. Like, you know what I mean? Like, who'd they play last week?
Last week they scrapped it against West Ham.
Exactly, without Antonio. Yeah. And look what happened when Antonio played. They beat him.
Lanzini scored the winner.
But they beat him. Like,
yeah.
Antonio made that much of a difference on his own. Imagine Watkins and Ings on there. And as well, I reckon Traore is going to give him problems if he starts. Since you're saying Bailey is not playing, then he will play. It'll be Traore and El Ghazi? What?
Yeah.
Where's
Ghazi,
Wendia? Did Wendia play last week?
I'm pretty sure he did play.
Or is he injured? Because I haven't seen Wendia play since he scored for Villa.
Actually, he started. I think he started in the cup, but he was. I think he was unused. No, actually, yeah, unused substitute on the bench.
Because I wonder what happened to him. Because I've noticed he hasn't really played a lot. But yeah, if he plays against fucking United as well, I reckon United aren't gonna have an easy game. So Trezeguet's injured, and so is Keenan Davis, and so is Sanson. But yeah, like I don't know. I reckon they're gonna give him a problem.
I'm gonna go for a draw. I reckon
And plus, their midfield is better than United's. McGinn and what's his name against
Douglas Luiz.
Yeah, against what? Fred and McTominay.
Fred McTominay
probably?
or Pogba, one of them.
And as well, Ronaldo is gonna have a tough game because the two defenders are fucking good. Tyrone Mings
and Konsa, yeah.
The only problem might be like Matty Cash or something like that. Besides that, like their team's solid in every area. And isn't Ashley Young there as well? So Ashley Young might have something to prove against United.
Oh, I could imagine him scoring like a belt outside the box.
I can't see him
like
scoring.
His good old days.
I can't see him scoring, but I can see him having a really fucking game. But yeah, I got Villa.
I got a draw because somehow United I reckon will somehow scrap it. They scrapped it against West Ham. I reckon they'll scrap it again.
I don't know how they scrapped it against West Ham. My thing is Watkins. You can't let Watkins breathe. Like, that dude's deadly. Like, I reckon they'll even, huh?
All depends really what side he's going to get. If he attacks Shaw and Maguire, then
he would have Shaw and Maguire.
Then it'll be a little bit of a problem
for United. Varane's not even that good. Varane couldn't fucking stop Seferovic, sorry.
Seferovic, yeah.
You're telling me he's gonna stop Watkins? Watkins quicker than him, and taller than him, and younger than him.
Nah, that too.
Like, bro, Varane hasn't been that good either, and that's what you're gonna have. Who's gonna be on the left? The left winger? Who's the left winger right now?
What? For United or
Villa.
For Villa? For Villa.
Because Bailey plays on the right. Right?
They played They played a 5-3-2, so I'm not sure if they're gonna do a 5-3-2 again.
Well, who was the left
McGinn on the left hand side.
I don't even remember McGinn being on the left. Who else is there? Matty Cash, right? Oh, I mean Young. Sorry, not Matty Cash.
Okay, I'll tell you how they're lined up. Ponsebi, Tyrone Mings, Concert.
Oh, they won't play three at the back. Twanzebe won't play. He's not allowed to play. Or did they sell him? United.
I think he's on loan, so he can play against his parent club.
Yeah.
So it looks like they probably will go. If they do go a 4-3-3 or something like that, they'll probably most likely, if El Ghazi is not injured, Bertrand Traore or Ashley Young is going to either slot into the left or right wing.
Nah, Young will go as a defender, and El Ghazi will come into the lineup. El Ghazi will
Or
go
they do that if they got Target on the left.
Wait, Ashley Young's been playing, but hasn't he been playing as their defender?
I think he has, but I reckon there's a chance he could
But
start
has
as a
Target
winger.
played?
Yeah, he played last game. He played
Wait,
against Everton.
so how did they line up?
5-3-2. Just how I told you just now.
Because every time I've seen Ashley Young, he's been defending. He's never pushed up to attack.
Yeah, Ashley Young did come on for
I
time.
reckon.
That would have been later.
Oh, he came on. That's what. But yeah, I reckon they'll start El Ghazi. El Ghazi's one of their biggest danger men. Him and probably Traore together. Because they'll probably play more attacking. They'll try to play more creative. And if they do that, they'll be El Ghazi and Traore together. Because they're very dangerous together. And then obviously Ings and Watkins, which is a deadly partnership, if you ask me, when it comes to the Premier League. I reckon it's one of the best partnerships. But I'm really curious to see how Brentford go against United. Because I reckon Mbeumo and Tony will cause problems to them.
Yeah. No, I reckon they will.
But yeah, I got Villa. I reckon... And as well, Dean Smith's a good coach.
Oh, he is, but...
That's my thing.
I still reckon United are going to fucking scrap it.
I don't think so. And as well, they got Champions League midweek. So, Ollie's going to either sacrifice the Champions League game or sacrifice this game. And they're already out of a tournament.
Yeah.
It's
so
ridiculous.
One less
it's
thing
fucking ridiculous. It's so ridiculous how they get knocked out of stuff so easy. Like, let me see. Who are they playing in the Champions League? Oh, wow. Madrid plays Sheriff. They're playing Villarreal at home. And you play Juve.
That's going to be a good game.
So to me, I reckon they're going to worry about that Villarreal game. Because that's revenge for the Europa. They're either going to lose one of them or maybe both.
Well, the way it's looking, they're gonna have to freaking go all out with either that game or the next game that comes up.
The problem
They've got to get their first point on the game.
The problem with United is Ollie doesn't rotate his squad at all.
Yeah.
Like one of my mates said, Sad Boy, you know who he is. He said, "Bro, Bruno was playing as a defender last week, like in the midweek
Playing
game.
as a holding mid.
He was playing like a defender because they were getting pressed so much that they couldn't get out of their half.
So they needed help with him passing the ball around.
And who'd they play? West Ham.
West Ham.
And Villa killed West Ham. Villa smashed them. They beat them like 5-0.
Yeah.
So if they killed Villa, if they killed West Ham, what the fuck are they gonna do to United? But anyway, next game.
True. Next game, Leicester against Burnley. Leicester's gonna be the one hosting. I don't know. To me, the way
Leicester have been playing
freaking
horrible.
Burnley played against Arsenal, even though they could have won.
I got a draw.
I'm gonna back Leicester winning narrowly.
Leicester have been playing horrible this year.
I'm gonna back them winning narrowly. Maybe Doku, one of them comes on and actually scores, or Daka, whatever his name is.
Man, I don't see him winning. Like I said, Leicester have played horrible this year. Like, have they won a game this year?
They have.
Against who?
Actually, where are
they?
They
lost to Brighton. They lost to City. They won their first game. That's the only game they've won.
Yeah, they won 2 games.
And they won the other one, which were... What do you mean? And they beat Norwich.
Yeah. Scrapped that win.
They scrapped that win as well. So I reckon Burnley might give them a problem. Yo, what's good, NG? How you been, man?
What's happening, NG?
Another match, another Ole out trending.
That's it. That's it.
NG, what's your prediction for Villa and United? Who do you reckon's gonna win? But anyway, let's move on to another game. I reckon Burnley will win.
All right, next
Oh
game we have
no,
got.
sorry. I reckon a draw. Sorry, not Burnley will win.
Next game we got Everton and Norwich City.
I got Everton.
Norwich being at the bottom of the table, I honestly reckon Everton will have a comfortable game.
Not only that, like I told you, they brought too many young players. They didn't bring it. Like, I don't understand that. A lot of teams, when they come up, they never strengthen their defense. The first thing they try to strengthen is up front.
I don't get yeah, that they should do that more. Like
Look at Bielsa.
Kabak isn't really a great defender, a
Not
world class.
Bielsa. Who's another player that, was Tarkowski at Burnley when they came up?
Yeah, I think he's been there fucking for a good 5-6 years.
I think 3-1 to us, but realistically 1-1, just hoping for a convincing clean sheet. I doubt you aren't keeping a clean sheet against Villa. I don't see that happening. Next game?
Next game, ooh, that's a good one. Leeds and West Ham.
I got West Ham.
Yeah.
Is Antonio back?
Because since he started in the cup game, and yeah, he will be back for this one.
Oh, I got West Ham then.
West Ham all day.
Just Antonio, their whole team, man. Ben Rama, they just got a very good squad.
Watford, Newcastle. I'm not too sure how. I'm honestly maybe going to go a draw.
Newcastle. Saint Maximin, that would make the difference. Is Callum Wilson back yet?
I think he should be back this game.
Well,
to be fair, I don't think the West Ham loss is to be blamed on Ollie.
Why?
Why do you say that?
He made the team.
Whatever team you put out, whatever starting 11 you put out, if you end up losing, you got to be
I can see
taking care of the responsibility.
I can see what he's saying, because a lot of those players just came back from injury. Like Tellers just came back from injury. Antonio was banned for the cup game and the next match too. But he played the cup game, didn't he? I thought he played the cup game. I saw a photo of him in the cup game.
I can have a look.
How long is he suspended for? What, like 6 games? Oh no, he didn't play the cup game. That was Masuaku.
Most likely he's gonna be back with this game.
How long's he gone for?
Or the next game.
Brother, that's a good fucking squad that you picked. Dalot, Bailly, Lindelof, Telles, Van der Beek, Matic, Mata, Lingard, Martial, Sancho. If you
can't get a result with that fucking squad,
the only players I can understand for him complaining about would be Tellers and Mata and Henderson, because Henderson would have just came back from injury or whatever the fuck happened to Henderson. I remember something happened to Henderson. How long did he get suspended for? For fucking 4 games?
It's 3 games, 2 free games.
But he didn't get a straight red. He got a second red.
NG, I think he's gonna be starting next game. He's gonna be starting next game.
West Ham. I just got injury news because it shows that. That's why 27 shots on goal and none of them scored. It's not Ollie's fault. Yeah, but still, you just gotta win that game. What?
So Southampton versus West Ham. That would have been what? What game was that?
So what's the next game?
Next game I was just talking about was Watford and Newcastle. You said that.
I said Newcastle.
Brentford. That's gonna be a good game because Brentford can't. I reckon that's gonna be a fucking.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a narrow win.
Antonio,
Well, actually, no, draw. Brentford.
Antonio and Fredericks are back. Antonio and Fredericks.
Wow.
Yo limpié ese baño. Donde vos dejaste tu ropa tirada, la alfombra mojada. Lo podés sacar y cambiar eso.
But yeah, what were you saying?
Brentford Liverpool is gonna be a good game.
Liverpool.
I reckon
Even
it's
though
gonna be a
Thiago
tight
is
game.
injured. Liverpool. The way Salah's playing, I don't see Brentford stopping him.
Half an hour.
Honestly, I'm gonna be bold and I'm gonna go draw.
Where are they playing?
They're playing at Brentford.
Nah, Liverpool. Liverpool's the way Mane's playing as well. Mane's scored how many goals now in a row?
Scored like 3, I think.
They're not stopping him. Not when Liverpool are on like since last year. Liverpool on like a 19-game win streak. They haven't lost a game in like 19 or 18 games.
I'm curious to see how Henry's gonna
You think
mark him.
Who?
Henry, the left back.
Mate, you're not gonna mark anyone. Salah's gonna leave him in the dust. Let's be honest, bro. Look what they did to. Nah, they'll win. They'll win comfortably.
How much is comfortably for
3-0. They're not beating.
Not even a goal.
They're not. You think they're breaking Virgil?
I reckon they'll probably get a scrappy goal.
Besides your fucking goal, which was the biggest fluke goal that Havertz has ever scored in his career, they haven't conceded a goal.
Yeah, I know.
In the Prem. Bro,
If
they're good.
if they start freaking if it's the same back line with Konate and Thing, then I reckon Liverpool will fucking will win it comfortably.
Wait, why would they play Konate? They'll play Matip again.
That's how they played last time.
Against who?
They had Konate and Van Dijk playing together.
In the Prem? They didn't use him in the Prem.
Yeah, he started Konate.
Against who?
Well, against Leeds.
Are you sure?
Oh, was it Leeds or Crystal Palace? He played.
Did he actually play?
Yeah, he played. He had his debut there.
I don't even remember that. I reckon
and he didn't get dribbled past.
Even if he doesn't play and they go back with Matip, they're still gonna win. Liverpool, City, and all that stuff. I wouldn't say City, but Liverpool and Chelsea beat those teams. Yeah, Tony's great in that, but not as good as Van Dijk. And like I said, with Van Dijk and Matip, they haven't lost a game in, I forget how long it's been. It's a ridiculous number as well.
Since their last one against West Brom, they've still been on that streak.
So that's the thing. They've been a consistent. And the way, like I said, the way Salah and Mane are playing, I don't see them being stopped anytime soon.
Yeah,
they're really sneaking in as title chances.
Yeah.
Like everyone's like, oh, but what if one of their players gets injured? La 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 la. But they still made it into the top 4 last year. And
with almost a depleted squad.
Exactly. And if they keep a full squad, Jesus, like they can contend for the title. To me, they're the only team besides Chelsea that I'm worried about as a City fan.
But in all fairness, it realistically, yes, it's between obviously them 3. But if Chelsea gets the job done against you using two of the games, and also if Chelsea get it done against Liverpool at home, then I reckon Chelsea will probably win the title.
I told you this. And you laughed at me. I said this. I said, you're the best team in the comp. And you laughed at me. You and Tarkin, which are both Chelsea fans, laughed at me when I said that.
You should just do freaking actual proper predictions and shit.
NG said the only Tony that is good is Tony Martial. Yeah, but why didn't he score against West Ham?
You forgot the "and," mate. You forgot the "and" in that Tony, mate.
Anyway. What do you mean I should make real predictions? I've put money on Chelsea to win the double.
Again, the double.
I reckon they're going to win the Prem and the FA Cup.
Oh, bold.
And I've got money on them to win the Prem.
I'm surprised they didn't put it on the World Cup.
Because you can't?
Well, they don't have it?
No.
Oh, that's...
Mate, that's a fucking given.
Oh yeah, it was given in 2012 when we won.
No. You gotta look at the players that team had. And how many of them became, like, future good players. That team that you lost to, you played a lot of, like, good players. It's like the year that AC Milan beat Liverpool. Did you ever look at the you know how they played them again and they beat them?
Yeah.
When they played in the Club World Cup, bro, the players that they played against was ridiculous. They played against Pato, Elano, Lugano, Dani Alves, and like more. Like it was Diego. Like they're all future Brazilian superstars. And I think Anderson and Fred were in that squad. Or something like that. It was like a massive... Juan, you remember Juan? The guy that played for Inter?
Yeah,
the partnership was him and Lugano together as centre backs. And they were like 20. I remember that team like... And the striker was Luis Fabiano and Pato together.
I thought Shevchenko was playing that game the second time.
I'm not talking about AC Milan. I'm talking about Sao Paulo. That was their squad.
Okay.
Think about how many of those names became superstars. That's like 8. The 8 of their starting 11 were superstars within a couple of years.
Yeah, and majority of them obviously did get signed to big clubs.
Yeah. Like, they all won so much. And I remember looking at that squad, and I just said to my dad, because they were already playing for Brazil and Uruguay at that time. Most of those players. And I was just like, damn, I'm like, that's a solid squad. There's an African Cup of Nations at the end of the year. Yeah, but, see, will they let them go? Because they haven't even let Salah and all that go for qualifiers. I reckon that's why they signed Konate. Because who would play on the right? Minamino, right? That's why they kept him.
Pretty much.
I don't reckon that's going to affect them. Because they bring in Minamino and they bring in Jota. Jota comes in for Mane. And Firmino goes up front. The only one will be Keita, which Curtis Jones slides in.
Yeah.
I don't reckon that's going to affect them as much as people think. Might affect yous though. Oh wait, no. They only have Bailly, that's it. City might get affected though, without Mahrez. I would assume Bernardo.
Chelsea won't get affected too much because freaking the way the Moroccan coach is talking about Ziyech doesn't want him now. Yeah, we still got Kepa anyway, so that's a...
Is Chalobah English?
Yeah, he's English.
Okay, just wait. Alright, next one. Arsenal will get hit hard though.
Southampton against Wolves.
Arsenal will get hit hard, eh? Lokonga and Party.
Yeah.
Jesus. Leicester will lose Daka and Iheanacho and Ndidi. Leicester gets screwed with that African Cup of Nations. They lose a lot of their players. Who? What was it next?
Southampton against Wolves. I've
got
got
Southampton.
Southampton. They're at home as well.
Wolves are fucking shocking.
Wolves are struggling hard, man.
Man, they should sign Jack Wilshere. But yeah.
Oh, the big Monday game. Arsenal and Spurs.
On the bright side, Phil Jones is back. You better be prepared.
You got Phil Jones.
Yeah, next game.
Arsenal and Spurs. Arsenal's gonna be at home as well.
I got Arsenal.
The way Spurs been playing.
Arsenal are so hard to beat at home. Even when Spurs went on those mad runs, they always lost to Arsenal.
Yeah, I'll probably go with Arsenal for narrow win. Another one.
I don't know what it is about Arsenal when they're playing at home. It seems like they're a completely against Spurs. It's like a completely different thing.
Or they break their duck and they actually score more than one.
But yeah, I got Arsenal. I don't see, especially the way Kane's been playing. Didn't they lose as well on the Conference League or whatever the fuck it's called?
I'm not even sure if they played their second game.
They played and they lost.
Did they really play their second game?
I swear they played something and they lost because I remember hearing expressions, or they drew, sorry. Oh no, they beat Wolves. Why the hell was he ranting about it?
Yeah, Kane scored.
Kane scored, about time. Like last week or the week before was the first time Kane didn't have a shot on target. Which is
they haven't played a Conference League game yet. Next game's gonna be in October on Friday, so that's next week.
But yeah, I got a thing.
Yeah, I've got Arsenal.
They played the Conference League. They drew 2-2 against Rennes. The first game.
Yeah, the first game, but I'm talking about the second game. Next game that they play next week.
Oh yeah, just
and
like
the last game, Crystal Palace and Brighton.
I got Brighton.
Crystal Palace at home.
I don't give a shit.
Yeah, I've got Brighton as well voted up.
Brighton.
I'm not gonna be wrong. Crystal Palace, they're starting to get their groove, but against Brighton, it's gonna be hard for them to break down.
Did you see yesterday's press conference of Ollie talk? No, what did he say? Man, what can Ollie say? Ollie's fucking like the fact that he's even like not used, but the fact that people compare Klopp and Ollie is disgraceful.
Was it today's press conference?
Yesterday he said. But what did he say? I'm curious now.
Says Jurgen Klopp is to blame. Wait, what? Ollie suggests Jurgen Klopp is to blame for Manchester's lack of penalties. Oh, because fucking Salah and Mane are diving.
He can't talk. He has Bruno and Fing. He has Bruno, Martial, and Ronaldo. And they all fucking dive.
I'll tell you what he says.
Oh, bro. I can't wait. When do they play Liverpool? Do they play Liverpool soon?
Klopp, fucking, jeez. Klopp is saying that United has had more penalties in 5.5 years than Liverpool has.
Yeah, that's true. In last year alone, Liverpool, I swear, United had more penalties than the whole comp.
Yeah.
That's no surprise. But like I said, they're gonna get pumped anyway, so who gives a shit? United. Where's that game?
Still going on about those free penalties. Maybe one of them were penalties, but fucking
I don't think any of them were penalties after looking at them again. The Zuma one, he was already falling down. He said Man United started to have less penalties this season after a certain manager complained about this last season. I'm sorry, but none of those were penalties.
I reckon probably the only one that was close is probably the Super one. That's just my
Looking
opinion.
at it again, Sufal was trying to turn. He put his leg out to like turn, and then Ronaldo looked at it and just ran straight into it. The Zuma one, he was already falling down. I'll never forget that. And the one, come on, you're really calling the one against Zuma? Not Zuma. Who was it? The one where he got grabbed by his arm? None of them were pens. He's just a bitch. He needs to get up and play the game. If he stood up against, if he stayed up on any of those, he probably would have scored.
Probably on the two of them, but I reckon that from the way Sufal got him, I reckon would have been hard for him.
Because the thing is there with Sufal's one, where's Sufal meant to put his leg? Sufal put his leg there before Ronaldo even ran going that way. So
but yeah, when you think
Ronaldo sees that his leg is there and just runs straight into it. And then gets up and then does his tantrum on the floor. Like, there's cameras, my bro. There's cameras now. Like, it's not that easy. And is football not a contact sport?
Yeah, football is a contact sport.
Because figure out how many pens should be called in the box, in corners, and free kicks. True?
Dude, when you look at it, I'm looking
You
at
gotta
it
look
right
at it
there.
from the other way. He literally looks at the guy's leg and runs dead into it. He's looking for contact. It's like when you go for a layup, like James Harden does, and he bumps into you to win a foul.
I reckon to me there's enough contact there for the ref to call it a pen.
If that was Sterling, you wouldn't say so. Am I right?
I'd probably say the same
It happened
thing.
to Salah a few weeks ago, and you didn't say it was a pen. Because you said Salah dives. If you have, it's like someone said about, I was listening to Turkish the other day. For example, whenever Xhaka does a tackle, everyone calls it a dirty foul. Because Xhaka has a history of doing that.
Dude, I'm looking at it in slow-mo.
None of them are pens.
To me, it's a pen.
Why?
Because his right leg is fucking literally like this.
But his right leg was already there before Ronaldo made the move.
No, it wasn't. Because his right leg was fucking planted right in the middle, and
the question is, why does Ronaldo get up straight after it?
That's the only thing. The only thing you looked at.
If it's a foul, he stays on the ground. He doesn't just. He has a hissy fit, and then gets up. He didn't hurt him. He didn't do anything. All he did was trip him. And you gotta remember what the score was at that time. He's looking for it. That's like me poking you and then you elbowing me. Or something. Like the Zaha situation.
Bro, that to me that looks like a penalty, but anyways, don't want to.
The perfect example was that
Freaking get-
stupid red card. The one against City and Chelsea. When a guy gets slid, and because he gets slid, he accidentally steps on one of your players. And you're like, but it's a red. And I'm like, but how? If he got hit before and he's trying to control his feet.
But it's like the same thing that I was talking to you about. This is like 5-6 years ago. That challenge that happened on Matic, that almost looked like a leg breaker.
But that's the one I'm talking about. He literally came off a challenge and went straight into another one. Which means that he has no balance because he just came off another challenge. As if you're looking it up.
Yeah, I was gonna look it up because I still reckon that
Kyle Walker was a penalty though.
Huh?
We said this, that Kyle Walker's one was a penalty.
Yeah.
And we lost! How can you
wait
say
and
that?
see what-
How can you say that's corruption? This guy, he says it's corruption. We lost. We lost that game. How can you say it's corruption when we lost? See, this is why I hate United fans. That's like the Sydney fans the other day. Remember that we were telling you? Oh, we won 3-0, but the game was rigged. How the fuck does that work? How do you win 3-0, but the game was rigged? Like, come on, bro. How can you say that? We lost that game. They have changed the system, though. They've made it more... What do you call it? Like, you can grab each other and tug each other. For example, Brighton wouldn't have a win against Burnley. Brighton, remember that goal? Burnley. Burnley's goal. Tarkowski ran... he ran over Mope. He fucking shoved him out of the way.
He literally bulldozed it over.
If that's not a foul, how did you lose when it's 0-0? What are you talking about? We lost. Did we lose against Southampton? Or did we draw?
And you drew.
Oh, fuck, we still lost 3 points. Doesn't matter. It's still a loss.
It's still a point at the end of the game.
It's a loss. It's a loss.
It's still a point.
It's a loss. To City, it's a loss. Don't talk. If you drew to Southampton, is that a loss or is that a draw? To use.
It's
still
not a draw.
Don't lie.
Don't
lie.
On the thing, it's still a draw.
Would you be upset if you drew to Southampton?
Of course, I'd be upset.
That's what matters. That's what matters. No, that's what matters. Only team that would be happy
on the result.
No, the only team that wouldn't be is Manchester United because they celebrate draws like it's a fucking win. To Manchester City, to Chelsea and Liverpool, a draw is a loss to them. Unless they were getting battered. Like what you did against Liverpool. To Liverpool, that felt like a loss. To use, it felt like a win.
Take the draw. I'd take the draw.
Like, come on, man.
Down a man in fucking...
Only Manchester United celebrate draws. They celebrate draws like it's a win. It's ridiculous. But yeah. Who's next?
Yeah, I think that's it. We've pretty much covered everybody.
But yeah, I don't.
Crystal Palace, Brighton. We went with Brighton.
To me, I'll still call that a loss. I'll always call that a loss. It's like drawing against Brighton. Like if we draw against Brighton, that's a loss. Because those games are the games that we should win. Versing Southampton, we should beat Southampton.
Yeah.
Even though I always thought the little teams are the tougher games. But in my opinion, to win the comp, you have to beat those teams. Not even comfortably, even just sneaking past it.
Yeah.
Like, see, with United, I don't see Ollie out-coaching anyone in the comp. I honestly think he might be the worst coach in the league. It's just he's got fucking amazing superstars as players. Like, to me, the one thing that I never forget is when he said, they asked him, what do you do in training? And he goes, oh, no, I don't coach them. Meaning they do whatever the fuck they want.
Or more like he just gives it to Michael Carrick. Like, here you go, man. You do your thing.
Like, it's just ridiculous. How do you not coach?
Like,
Like,
he's
to me,
doing
that's
one
the
of those
difference
things from the
between
water boy.
like Pep, Tuchel, and Klopp to Ollie. Like
Oh, he's
Jadon
just doing one of the
Sancho,
things from the water boy. I don't know if you remember that shit.
I feel bad for Jadon Sancho. Like, he's still a young kid, and he still needs coaching.
I reckon he would have been perfect if we replaced Hudson-Odoi, done a swap.
Why the fuck would you replace Hudson-Odoi? Keep him. He's younger than Sancho anyway.
Statistic-wise, fucking last season.
Fuck, bro. He played with Haaland. Look at him now. He hasn't done anything for United.
And plus, I reckon he's...
Hudson-Odoi didn't
people saying he's unfit and shit.
It's not his unfit. It's the fact that Ollie's teams are shit. Like, they're a good team. Okay, this is a perfect example. And I ask you this every time. What is Ole's game plan?
Doesn't got one. Just pass it to their players and that's it. Pass it to the fucking one that's up front, and if they get a goal, they get a goal.
You look at all of their goals this year. The best goal was the one with Pogba. Pogba, Martial, and that. And they never played together. Pogba, Martial, Lingard. And Van der Beek. Started with Van der Beek to Pogba. Go. And that's one of their best goals. Since then, they don't create goals like that. They try to cross the ball to Ronaldo. Which...
now it's going to be hard to keep him happy when they get knocked out of almost everything.
Ronaldo doesn't give two shits. He went there for money.
Yeah, I know he did.
That's the whole reason he went there. And for nostalgia factor.
He might have freaking got shirt sales.
Yeah, but I don't think he gets it. Our game plan is no game plan. Hence, even the opposition has no tactics to analyze us. Exactly. Like, that's the problem. That's their biggest problem, is they don't have a game plan. See, I like Chelsea. I like Tuchel because he has more than one. I like Klopp because he has more than one. Pep only has one, and he can't get away from that one tactic. But the rest of the good coaches, Bielsa, all of that, have more than one tactic. Even Moyes. Honestly. Like Chelsea, okay, you noticed that Saul wasn't working. You took him off to bring on Kante. Was it last week or was it the week before? Man, stop being so... Oi, I agree with what Pep said. Pep wouldn't say this for no reason. We weren't after him. I reckon that was Manchester United making a rumour to make the fans want him to come to them. When I think about it, I don't think we wanted him. Because, as like Pep says, anyone we want, we get. Like, we actually get him. And why would he... Hey, NG, were you one of those fans that called him a snake? When you heard the rumours that he was coming to us? And then after, oh, he's the GOAT. He's the greatest of all time. I never wanted Ronaldo at our club anyway. And if you ask him and my mate kept on bringing it up and I ignored it. Because I don't think that was ever going to happen. And to be honest, I wouldn't have wanted Ronaldo at our club. I didn't want Ronaldo or Messi. Because then it becomes all about them. And Manchester City's always been good as a club that it's not always about one player. I would rather have 6 to 7 different goal scorers than one player that just scores.
Now, why do you think freaking Juve got rid of him?
Exactly. But look at Juve now. Juve's the worst example because they're horrible. They're 16th in the Serie A.
It's gonna take him a while to fucking get back to their ways.
It's not that, it's the club's toxic.
Yeah.
NG, come talk to me when you win a trophy. Like you used to say to City fans all the time. Talk to us when you win a trophy. You haven't won a trophy in 10 years.
The last time they won is in 5-6 years.
It's like. But how about the Prem?
It's
almost
last
10
time
years.
they won in 2011.
Yeah, 10 years.
10 years.
Stop bringing up Fergie. Like my favorite player said, Tevez, Fergie is dead. Fuck off. City is blue. Manchester's blue. And who knows how long it's going to be like that. I don't see Manchester United winning anything this year.
It's going to be like that.
Let Manchester United beat all the shit teams so then Ollie can stay in the job. Yeah, we want you to stay. Ollie Solskjaer, we want you to stay. Go lose to young boys. Yo, I'm dead. Oh my god. And don't worry, this week I did though. And I'm not ashamed to say that because I hated Manchester United that much. Doesn't matter.
You were weren't you supporting them like in 2010 when Robinho was still there?
Before that, I supported them in like the 2000s, like early 2000s, because I hated Manchester United that much. I hated Manchester United when I was growing up. I remember, and as well, my favorite color is light blue. Because of the Uruguay jersey.
And plus obviously your national team.
Yeah. So like, I remember actually supporting them when Schmeichel was there. When Schmeichel and Hasselbank and all that were there. And I forget this other guy. There was this other striker with a V. I forget his name, but I remember him being there.
Yeah, freaking City did have quality players. Even freaking Santa Cruz as well. When he was there, he was fucking.
I liked them before all this money and shit happened. I'm doing something. Okay, wait. Fuck no. But yeah, I reckon.
Even Chelsea's team as well back before they were like. I still watch their classic games as well, man. I love watching it.
That's the perfect example. And same as City. Why do Manchester United's tournaments and all that shit before count, but Manchester City's and Chelsea's don't? Manchester City's won titles before. It just took a couple of fucking decades to win something else again. You know what I mean? Like same as Chelsea. Why does Chelsea's 80s teams and shit not count? But Manchester United and Liverpool, theirs do. Same as Arsenal's. Yeah. Like, honestly, I've supported City just because of, like, obviously the colour, but I just remember City when growing up. Like, even though I know they weren't good, I remember them. And I remember Chelsea as well. I remember Chelsea when Ranieri was there. And when Poyet was there, because obviously I'm Uruguayan.
Gus Poyet.
Yeah, I remember him.
Frank Zola, all of those players, man, were fucking amazing.
See, I would rather be a fan like that witnessed the relegation, I don't think I would have witnessed it at my age, but I would rather be a fan that witnessed all that stuff, and now look at what they are.
And watch their team triumph right now.
See, everyone that followed Manchester United was because they were winning. Think about when most of the fans, Manchester United, when they became full international was from the 90s to the 2000s. And that's when they won all their titles. Besides, obviously, when, what's his name? Was George Best from United?
Yeah, he was.
Like, besides those days, which was like the 80s, 70s? George Best in that days? But even those days, they were winning. But that's to say about a lot of teams, though. A lot of teams start to, like... That happens. That happens in every sport. That people jump on the bandwagon. Like Los Angeles Lakers and, Man, I only started really watching matches when LVG... That would be cool, because you watch, like, a new beginning of Manchester United.
Louis Van Gaal, yeah.
Like, I hated Manchester United growing up, and I bet you he's the same. I know you liked them growing up. That's right. But you hated them when that Chicharito goal happened.
A fucking offside goal.
Like,
Miles
see,
offside.
when a Manchester United fan talks about corruption, is fucked. Mate, don't make me go back to 2010, 2009, when Manchester United had a game go for like 12 minutes of added time.
Against you guys. Perfect
Yeah.
example.
Like, how can you talk about corruption? Manchester United's the worst team to talk about corruption. And same as talking...
Especially that Marco Owen to score the winner as well.
And same as talking against Chelsea about corruption. Because Chelsea got rigged against Barca.
I fucking got up and watched that game. I love
that. It's a fucking disgrace. But anyway, I'm gonna head this thing off because I want to eat. And I'm hungry. But hey,
nice.
NG, we'll do the watch-alongs. We'll do the watch-alongs today for both games.
Yeah, tonight's games we'll be doing the watch-along.
I'm keen to watch them. And I'm keen to see how... Oh, NG, if you want a site to watch something, do you have like Insta or anything, by the way?
Yeah, I could give you it if you want.
Because if so, when you come on when we're watching a game, Chronix will give you like his Insta or something, or I'll send you mine, and Chronix can send me the link for you to watch the game. But anyway,